So here's the thing. In 2025, we are drowning in new flagship smartphones like the Google Pixel 10 and the Samsung Galaxy S25. And everyone chasing specs like they are Pokemon cards. But in the middle of all this hype, there is this quiet kid from 2022 still sitting in the corner. The Google Pixel 7. And let me tell you, this is so-called oldie has aged like fine wine. Back when it dropped, it wasn't trying to be the flashiest smartphone on the block. Instead, it doubled down on what Google does best: clean Android, bring AI features, and one of the best cameras you could find. Fast forward today, and the Pixel 7 has officially reinvented itself. Not as a flagship killer, but as a budget-friendly champ that refuses to quit. With Google's Tensor G2 chipset under the hood, killer camera chops, and 5 years of software support keeping it fresh. This smartphone isn't fighting to be in the latest and greatest category anymore. Nope, it's sponging in the budget range. And trust me, it's heading way above its weight, especially now when the price has tanked. But the real question is, should you still care about a 2022 Pixel in 2025? Well friends, stick around because by the end of this review, you will either be hunting down a Pixel 7 like it's a treasure, or you will happily let it retire in peace. And hey, if you're new here, then smash that subscribe button and tap the bell icon to never miss brutally honest reviews like this one. Now, this Pixel 7's designs still hold up in 2025. That bold aluminum camera bar across the back, still iconic. You will either call it Robocop cosplay or love it, but it definitely stands out. The phone has aluminum frame with the Corning Gorilla Glass weakness on both front and back, giving it a premium, sturdy feel. At just 6.3 inches, it's compact, pocket-friendly, and with IP68 water resistance, it's safe against splashes and drops. The only downside though, this glossy finish on the back. This back glass is a fingerprint magnet and slippery as soap. Now, this Pixel 7's display is like that one friend who isn't flashy but always reliable. You're talking about a 6.3 inches OLED Full HD Plus display, HDR10 Plus, and it hits a peak brightness of 1400 nits. Translation: whether you're doom scrolling Twitter in a bed at 3 AM or trying to read WhatsApp messages under blazing sunlight, it's got your back. But here's the thing, Google kept this baby at 90Hz refresh rate only. Well, back in 2022, that was fine. But in 2025, bro, even budget phones are flexing with their 120Hz refresh rate displays. So yeah, you will notice that extra smoothness missing if you're coming from a newer phone. It's not a deal breaker for casual users. It still feels fluid enough for YouTube, Instagram, and Netflix bings. But gamers and tech snoop will side-eye it hard. This display has aged way better than you expect. It's bright, colorful, and cinematic enough for everyday use. And hey, the content watching experience is also top-notch thanks to its HDR10 Plus certification. I really enjoyed watching stuff on the smartphone's display, whether it's movies, music videos, or just casually scrolling through YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook. You're in for a treat. Plus, these dual stereo speakers, well, they are kind of like ordinary fries and not knowing if they'll be crispy or soggy. The speakers lack some bass, but honestly, it depends on your ears. Well friends, listen to this. Sounds loud, right? Well, yeah, it definitely does. Now, this Pixel 7 runs on Google's Tensor G2 chipset with 8GB of LPDDR5 RAM. And here's the truth, it was never built to crush benchmarks. Instead, it focuses on daily smoothness. And for that, it still slaps. Opening apps, scrolling socials, juggling between Gmail, Maps, and YouTube. It feels clean, reliable, and sometimes even smoother now than when it launched thanks to software updates. But heavy lifting, that's where it struggles. Opening too many apps or just using it like nerd, it definitely shows its signs. Also push it with the 4K editing or long gaming sessions and the phone hits up fast, throttles and slows down. So yeah, for everyday users, it's more than enough. But for power users, look somewhere else. And yeah, for gaming, well, gaming on this Pixel 7 is a either love or hate story. The good part, it can game. Call of Duty Mobile runs at very high graphics and makes frame rates. S49 is smooth, and even PUBG or Free Fire are decent if you don't max out the settings. The bad part, the Tensor G2 chipset overheats fast. So this smartphone is great for short bursts, but not long gaming sessions. I mean, after a few minutes, it feels like a frying pan. Throttles kick in and sometimes game even crash. Imagine being in the last circle of PUBG and your phone just taps out pain. So yeah, casual gamers will be fine, but hardcore diehards, well friends, you will get frustrated. And if you want to see me push this Pixel 7 to its gaming limits, well, stay tuned because my full dedicated gaming review is coming up soon. Now, if there is only one reason that this Pixel 7 is worth even buying in 2025, is its OS. With this Android 16 update, you get pure Android. No bloatware, no weird skins, just clean, smooth Google goodness. Pixel exclusive tricks are still clutch. Magic Eraser wipes out photo bummers, recording app translations like a pro, and the Gemini is faster than ever thanks to the Tensor. But friends, the real win, 5 years of Android updates. The smartphone was launched on Android 13 and this Pixel 7 is locked all the way up to Android 18. That's longer support than a lot of 2024 mid-range smartphones. So, at today's price, you're not just buying an old flagship smartphone, you're buying a secure, future-proof Pixel. And honestly, that's the #1 reason it still makes sense in 2025. Plus, this Pixel 7 packs a 4355 mAh cell with a 20-watt wired charging, wireless charging, and reverse charging. On paper, solid. In real life, kinda dicey. Light users scrolling socials or YouTube can squeeze out a full day. But push it with gaming or heavy apps, and the Tensor G2's heat kills the battery fast, like ice cream in Pakistan heat. Friends, charging isn't fast either. 20-watt charging takes about 2 hours, which feels ancient in 2025. But the good news, wireless charging at this price point is still a flex. Bottom line, battery life is a hit or miss. Light user will be fine. Heavy users, keep a power bank nearby. Now, if there is one reason that this Pixel 7 refuses to die in 2025, it's these cameras. Google pack it with a 50 megapixel main camera plus 12 megapixel ultra wide camera. And honestly, still a beast. Daylight shots are sharp, colors look natural, and details is insane. Like zooming into leaf level insane. Low light, well, forget it. Night sight on this smartphone still embarrasses a lot of newer smartphones. Plus, portrait mode it's also a win. Edge detection so clean, it makes some DSLRs sweat. And friends, it's not just the hardware. It's Google computational photography magic doing the heavy lifting. The Pixel 7 is basically an AI-powered Photoshop machine in your pocket. Snap a picture and the photo handles the rest. Photos look like you spent 10 minutes editing them, even if you just point and shoot. Now videos, well, this is where Pixel used to lag. But this Pixel 7 actually holds its ground. Well, you can shoot 4K videos at 60 FPS across all the cameras, including front and rear, with excellent stabilization, meaning your clips look smooth and cinematic. It's not DSLR level quality, but for most users, it's plenty good enough for TikToks, YouTube vlogs, or just recording your cat acting weird. So, this Pixel 7 is still a camera-first phone. If photography is your priority and you don't want to drop flagship money, this smartphone is a miracle in disguise. And friends, I am testing its full complete camera capabilities in another video, so for that, stay subscribed. Now, the connectivity on this Pixel is rock solid. You got Wi-Fi 6E for faster, more stable streaming, Bluetooth 5.2 with aptX, HD for clean wireless audio, and full 5G support. Unlike older Pixel with sketchy modems, the Pixel 7 stays stable, no random dropouts, no 5G slower than 4G drama. Even in 2025, it keeps up just fine. Now, as for security, the Pixel 7 gives you an in-display fingerprint scanner and face unlock. But neither is perfect. Fingerprint reader is optical and hit or miss, often falling when moisture or light touches. Google eventually switched to ultrasonic in later Pixel for a reason. Face unlock is fast but only 2D, so it's fine for quick unlocks but not secure enough for payments. The good news, Google nails monthly patches and long-term software support, so your data is safe, even if your biometrics makes you roll your eyes sometimes. So, in 2022, This Pixel was a flagship, but in 2025, it's sitting in a budget-friendly corner, and that's why it's so tempting. I mean, you can get this baby for just around $143 refurbished in the US market, £145 in UK, 29,999 INR in India, and in Pakistan, the 9PTA version float around for just $55,000, which means around $190. So at these prices, it's competing with the Pixel 7a, 8a, and 9a, but still win on design and camera. Basically, you're getting an X flagship for mid-range money, and in 2025, that makes the Pixel 7 an absolute steal. So friends, should you buy this Pixel 7 in 2025? My friends, that brings me to my final verdict. So here's the truth. The Pixel 7 in 2025 is not trying to be the fastest, the flashiest, or the most pro phone in the world. But if you look at what it brings to the table, it's still a beast in its own lane. The cameras are straight up legendary. I mean, the photos are punching way above its price class. Videos are also reliable. All of the Google's computational magic, keeping it fresh. The design, premium, compact, and still distinct in a world full of copy-paste slabs. The software, clean, smart, and future-proof with 5 years of updates. Something most Android brands can actually only dream about. And the price? Honestly, it's ridiculous how cheap the smartphone is for what you are getting. But yeah, you gotta live with the flaws. The Tensor G2 chipset overheats, gaming isn't its strongest suit, the fingerprint scanner is stubborn, and that 90Hz display feels a little bit outdated in 2025. So if you're a hardcore gamer, heavy video editor, or someone who needs absolute battery dominance, the smartphone isn't for you. But if you're a casual to moderate user, someone who values a killer camera, clean Android, and insane value for money, this Pixel 7 is a massive win in 2025. It's basically a dependable, smart camera happens to be a phone at this price point. It's one of the best deals you can snag it right now. So yeah, if you know its limits and they don't bother you, this Pixel 7 is still highly recommended. It may be from 2022, but in 2025, this underdog still punches hard. And hey, if you're in Pakistan and thinking of grabbing one, don't waste your money on shoddy shop whisper about guaranteed original. I've teamed up with Sharjah Mobile, the store you can actually trust. They got the Pixel 7 and a bunch of other hot models at killer prices. And the best part, use the code Hamza for an exclusive discount. Yep, I hooked you up. So yeah friends, that's all for this review. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, then please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so you never miss a brutally honest review like this one. And if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up and leave your thoughts in the comment section. I would love to answer them. So yeah, my name is Hamza, this is Stick, and I'll catch you in the next one. So if you want to watch the full review of the Pixel 7 Pro in 2025, that video is right here. And if you want to watch the full review of the Pixel 8 Pro in 2025, that video is right here. Thank you for watching.